My work tends to be more about what I find to be, I guess, worded as emptiness, but emptiness in the space of prayer or the space of meditation. Emptiness like the silence between two good friends, It has room for and the potential for a lot to happen. So it's nothing, but it's everything all the same. When I work, the goal is almost to get out of my own way. So it's more of me trying to shut up my conscious mind and knowing the mind that wants to pretend that it knows it all, which actually knows nothing, and kind of find that space where I'm simply doing. I almost just watch myself, and that's the flow space that I try to find and cultivate more in my work. The medium, it's acrylic paint, but acrylic paint in many different forms. I use a typical house paint, the roll paint, but the majority of the paint that I use for the fine detail is aerosol paint. It's simply spray paint in a can, but it's just the same acrylic paint and transformed on the wall. I was fortunate to have the freedom to bring all of my many creative interests to bear on this project. So I explored sculpting, did a relief. My new interest was the string installation. I got to incorporate that as well, and and add a little bit more texture and layer to the project. Art in itself is very subjective, What's wonderful to one person can be completely, something else to somebody else. So I have seen a lot of artists, and some artists do use controversy as a medium in their work. For me, what I am after in my work is what unites us all, the common thread, the common joy, because for me, happiness is what I'm looking for. Dare to dream, dare to allow those silent voices within your soul that calls you to do the impossible sometimes, to do things that are beyond what you think you're capable of, to turn those voices on, because until you answer those voices, you will always be miserable, and it takes a certain degree of courage, and it's what, as I learn to I guess gather the courage within myself to take on the many challenges to better myself, I find what's good for me is good for everybody else. So as I follow my internal call to better myself, I can do things that make me happy, but in turn those things make everybody else happy. I find purpose to doing, so I try to share that with everybody. They should follow that little voice within themselves, and so it's I guess goes back to what the project is about. We're all lights in a dark place. We must wake up the light. This piece is called This Little Light of Mine. It's all about allowing that what makes us all special, to be seen, because we make any place bright just by being.